Okay, today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about reading music on the staff. The staff are the 5 lines that we write music on, and we count the staff not from the top line, but we count it from the bottom line as being number 1. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we count the spaces the same way, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to be learning to read the music on the treble clef staff today. Treble clef looks like this. This is used for instruments that play high notes, like the trumpet, the flute, and for voices that sing high pitches, like women's voices, soprano and alto, and also children's voices are on the treble clef. We're going to first start with the notes on the lines. So we have a saying that we use to help us remember the names of the notes on the line. This is very common. You may have learned one different. There are a lot of different ones out there, but this is probably the most common. People use the phrase, every good boy does fine. And so the first letter of each one of those lines, or each one of those words, gives us the name of the note for the line. Every good boy does fine, or E, G, B, D, F. There are some others that people use. Every good boy deserves fudge. Elvis's guitar broke down Friday. And you can make up your own as well. But that's just probably the most common one. We also have notes that go in the spaces. Just to clarify this real quick, so when we're talking about notes on the lines, this may be a little different than we normally use this term. So when the note is on the line, that means the head of the note, or the circle part of it, is literally on the line. The line is going through it. The stem part of the note, which is the stick here, it could go up or down. That's not going to change the letter name of the note. So we're looking at the head of the note, where it is, and if it's literally on the line, then we're going to use that phrase of every good boy does fine. Okay, so this note right here would be an E, because it's on the first line. E. Every. The notes in the spaces spell the word face. And we're going to start from the bottom space and move up. F, A, C, E. So just like here, when the note is literally on the line, the note's on the space, that means the head, or the circle part of the note, is in between 2 lines. It's in a space. And like I said, it could be stem up or stem down. That's not going to change the letter name of the note. We're mainly just looking right here. So this would be an A. F, A. Now if we take the space notes and we put them up here, spell the word face in the space, F, A, C, E. All right, I'm just going to let you look at that. There's a pattern here. If you're looking at it, you'll notice that it just follows the alphabet. Even here, it just starts on the letter E. E, F, G. When it gets to G, the pattern starts over and it repeats. Because in the musical alphabet, we only use 7 letters. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So, this will help us with notes that are off of the staff, off of the treble clef staff. Maybe they're above it or below it. So if we had a note here that went above the staff, and it'll continue to follow the same pattern of line, space, line, space, line, space. So if this note was on top of the staff, it's in a space. We just don't see the line that's above it. We don't draw that line, but it's there. So this is in the space above the staff. This next note, following the alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, would make this a G. Okay? we wanted to go above that note, we have to start drawing our own lines now. So I have to draw me a line. We call these ledger lines. And I have to draw it there, and I would put that note on the line. So let's think about what note that would be. Now, like I said, this could be stem up or stem down. Doesn't really matter. So if it's there, it would just follow the next letter in the alphabet. But the problem is, we said we only use these 7 letters, so it's going to start the pattern over, just like it did here, and that becomes an A. We go above that. We still have to draw our ledger line to make our note go in the space above it. So it's sitting on top of that line. So it's in a space. So that would make this a B. Now if we go the other way, we want to go below the staff. We want to put a note here below in the space below. Now we're going to do the alphabet backwards. So we're thinking about the letter that comes before E, which would be a D. Okay? And the same thing we had happen up here, same way, same principle. We have to draw our own line now. It makes this a C because that comes before D in the alphabet. And then so on. Makes that a B. And so this is how we read the notes on the treble clef staff. So just to recap, for the lines, we use the phrase, every good boy does fine. And that starts from the bottom line of the staff, which we call the first line. And in the spaces, we start at the bottom and we spell the word face. We also found that it follows the alphabet. And we learned that we can go above the staff and below the staff by drawing in our own ledger lines there, our own lines. And it's just going to keep following that pattern of space line, space line. And so using this, you should be able to look at any music that's in treble clef and figure out how to do that. Here's another quick little secret. Sometimes people will refer to this as the G clef because a long time ago it was like the letter G. You can see that there. This part would wrap around this line here, which is the G line. Somebody decided to make it a little fancier, so they just added that. But you can still see in it there the G. So that's just a quick way to find where the G is, where you can just know for trivia that that's also called the G clef. So I hope you have fun with that. Put it to good use. See you next time.